When children do house chores, they build a sense of responsibility in the family. Simple tasks, picking up toys, setting up the table, sweeping around. It is a part of the responsibility of belonging in a family. The other bit of it is when you engage children as an early age to do chores. It brings in development of independence in such a child, because things like cleaning, things like organizing, things like, maybe cooking when they have reached certain age, caring for a space. For instance, in their room, that's their space. They need to care for it. They need to tidy it. It develops their independence and self-reliance later on as an adult. Sometimes we have seen this, that somebody is an adult, but they are not self-reliant. They still need people. You find somebody single, you've just finished uni, and then you've just gotten your first job, then you want to hire a maid when you're single. You don't need a maid. You need to be self-reliant. That's a moment where you need to be alone, do your own things. Sometimes you don't need to go and eat out. But, children who have not learned how to do chores, even at their single age, they need to have somebody around them to do for them their chores. So they're not actually independent per se. We have also seen things in workplaces where work ethics are becoming an issue, especially with the generation that we have now. They were never taught how to do chores. They were never involved in any kind of responsibility at home. All they did was to be on their phone, on their room, get out, eat out. And now when they get into the work, environment, you realize there are certain ethics, there are certain skills that are needed. The effort that should lead to result is not there. And yet these efforts always come naturally when a child knows how to do chores, when the child was taught how to do certain tasks when they are young. It brings in persistence. It also brings in the discipline. Most of the organizations are having issues with young people because they don't have resilience, they are not disciplined, they want a paycheck, but they don't want that responsibility that the paycheck comes with. They're not result-oriented. All they need to do, they come late, they want to leave early, they're on their phones. But these are things that can be avoided when we, the parents, are intentional about our children by teaching them responsibility at an early age. Do you know how a child's confidence can be developed just because they finish a particular task? When they finish that task, there is a certain kind of confidence and a sense of achievement that comes up. And these are the things that sometimes as parents we rob them. We want the maid to do it. Come and collect these toys, Hey, they eat and they leave the plates there, and then the maid has to come and collect and then they wash them. And yet, when you give this to the child, there's that sense of confidence, the competence of having achieved something. And they also believe that, hey, I'm actually capable of doing something, and it turns out well. Chores teaches respect. Respect for people's effort. Because when a child is able to finish the task, when they see house help, when they're doing the work, there's a sense of respect. Aunties and the uncles that sometimes clean up, the place's conveniences. There are children who don't respect them at all. But a child that has been taught how to do chores, when they see such the good aunties and the good uncles that are doing the work that people don't want to do, there's a kind of respect that they give them. But a child who has not been taught, and the children that always disrespect, they go and use it and they mess it up because they know there's a cleaner. That is disrespect. But a child who knows how to do chores will respect people's effort every time they see it.